Okay, we're out on an MS job, and looks like they've had some ice removal before we got here. But the MS is, we had to put diverters on because we got upper roof lines coming in. This gutter over on the left where it dies into that valley should probably be end capped with a spout put on and repitched either down here or run the spout onto the roof directly into this lower gutter. This lower downspout should be expanded to probably 3x4 to relieve the volume. In this area here, you've got about 18, so you've got over probably 400 square foot of roof area just right here. You got another probably 600 square foot of roof area here, plus another 100 or 150 on this gutter coming in here. So 1,000. You got almost between 800 to 1,000 square foot of roof area coming into this one gutter, which is 10 foot wide, and then you got this other 6 foot. So you got about 16 feet with miters and leading into a 2x3 downspout, which is I would say undersized. Would be one of the culprits. The louvers of the MS are open. We took the screen off, but the louvers are open, so they should be catching the water coming in, hitting here and coming in. But they are even filling up with the fine debris pretty quick. This channel's filling up with the fine debris pretty quick too, right in through here, which is supposed to be another relief. This wire obviously is holding the debris here, so whatever comes out and hits them, it's going to either splash over or get out. You know, it's just not doing its job. So, and then of course the diverters are holding the leaves. Now this was shooting over not too long after the product was installed, and we got another section that we're going to look at too. This helmet can handle this. The valley's going to be an issue. He's going to have shoot over at this valley probably almost no matter what happens, but not as bad as what it is. And we can place some diverters up on the roof itself to get the water out to the flatter spot of the helmet. But the helmet can handle this. There are other spots of the house too that don't have this product on that I notice are shooting over. Okay, so that's the first section that we looked at. It has MS and wire on it. This is the second section, which you can see the leaves are filling up over it. I don't know why this is so blurry. So you go up there and take a look. Okay, there's just the leaves at the diverter. There's not a whole lot here at the wire. Matter of fact, I was hoping this wire would restrain the flow a little bit, but there isn't a lot of muck sitting in here. The channel is blocked off a little bit, but the leaves obviously they're just going to contribute to the problem. So what we'd probably want to do here is I'd recommend helmeting this using our perf panel. I think that'll handle the flow better than what this is, and alleviate the diverters completely, and then just get the wire put in. There's a section around the garage. You can see the water shooting over the gutter too. This one here is another case where we've got all of this area coming down this 5-foot gutter, which probably should be a 6-inch instead of a 5-inch, along with a 3x4 downspout. That would be a big help, because I think even if we feed the water into the gutter, I don't think this gutter's going to handle it. That's a lot of roof line up there. So we've got this peak delivering down onto this roof, along with everything there. It would have been nice to get this gutter to elbow around and feed right into this lower gutter too, this upper gutter. So we'll see what we can do about that. We got another section that we ran MS on, which is just a goofy little valley. Another ton of water coming into one little section. Surprisingly, this downspout's pretty far away over here. But I know that this is, you can see a little bit of splashing on the ground from that. this is just an apron, so they're not going to get much, they don't have a lot of roof line here coming in to the picture. But the upper gutters, you can see the got shoot over right over that, right by that window. You can see a big black dark spot right at that spike there. So this upper, his existing system is also giving him a little bit of a problem. This really is the helmet candidate. Okay, you can see the muck that's coming over the, and that's at an apron section, so that's not getting a lot of roof water like the uppers are. The uppers are getting a ton of roof water, and I would venture to say he's getting a good shoot over on this too. Let's go around the rest. Then here's the garage gutter. You can see the black. You got this valley area here with the black. So this is shooting over here. This where the spout is hitting. This is shooting over here, and then of course, right in this area here, for some reason, it's shooting over. You can see the real serious blackness of the gutter here, so it's shooting over too. So the whole house has got a lot of shoot over. But his concern is these inside corners where there's a little gutter. Let's stand back and get a view of this roof. See, anytime that you got a spout or roof water that's confined into one area, like valleys and stuff like that, it's going to give you that rush of water. And the important thing is, if we can, with the helmet, if you can have a straight on hit, you're fine. But if you're coming in a valley, that's going to create a problem. These upper gutters should have been downspouted into the lower, so they're not running out and tearing his roofing apart. But that ship has sailed. Well, not to say it can't be added, but this really is this house is a candidate. 1 for 6-inch gutters and 2 for gutter helmet.